There's this thing called pareidolia, right? Which basically explains the subconscious mechanic of humans to be able to make out faces within the abstract. It's why people think they can see the face of Jesus in a slice of toast or a soul in James Corden. I think about this phenomena a lot whenever I play horror classic and mental illness simulator Silent Hill 2, because a few years back, someone had the idea to turn up the brightness on this iconic image of James Sunderland, and they swore that he wasn't looking at himself in the mirror, but instead he was looking at you, directly at the player. Now, original members of Team Silent disagree with this, and to an extent so do I, but I think it speaks to the depth at the heart of this game, that even 20 years on, people are still staring deep into it, making out faces in the dark. I bring this up because at the recent Silent Hill transmission, Konami actually, and you'll never believe this, actually announced some Silent Hill games. I mean, amongst trying to vlog some skateboards and dragging out an absolutely cannot be arsed Masahiro Ito. Arguably, the biggest announcement though is that the time has well and truly arrived where Konami have deemed that Silent Hill 2 has rested in peace for long enough and must be exhumed so that Bloober Team can remake it and Christoph Gans can turn it into a film. Jesus Christ, imagine Konami giving Christoph Gans another shot at making a Silent Hill movie. It's like letting a burglar back into your house because he forgot to take a shit in your grand's ashes. But really, the biggest question I have is, how do you remake Silent Hill 2? How do you remake the gameplay of a game that wasn't really about the gameplay? How do you re-record performances that fans think deserve an Oscar, even though the performers sound like they were waterboarded with Calpol before every session? And look, it might all turn out fine, it may be a great game, but there's one thing that has me worried, and it's that iconic shot of James looking into the mirror. Because to me, it's the perfect distillation of everything that Silent Hill 2 stands for. Whether it was intended by the creators or not, whenever I look at this image after having experienced Silent Hill 2, I can see every aspect of James reflected back at himself. Obviously, because he's looking into a mirror. His eyes themselves are shrouded in darkness. He literally and figuratively can't look at himself after what he's done. There's no real expression on his face, there's no fear, there's no sadness, it's just nothing. He bizarrely drags a hand past his face like a mime artist who's lost his love for the craft. Then he lets out just this kind of exacerbated sigh. Like the sort we'd produce after sticking some bread in the toaster and realising there's no butter. Except James has just received a letter from his dead wife, so... But I mean, yeah. Toast means more to some than others. Look, it's bizarre, it's mundane, it's this cross-section of contradictions that creates the dreamlike magnetism of a game like Silent Hill 2. But ultimately, it draws me closer to James because I don't understand him. But I want to. I really, really want to. And every time I watch this scene, I read something different into his actions. It's kind of a masterclass. But coming to the Silent Hill 2 trailer, ho ho! The Silent Hill 2 remake, James practically judo kicks open the toilet door, dramatically storming into the bathroom like his five guys isn't agreeing with him. He tries to calm his shaking, sweaty hands before looking at himself in the mirror, and oh, come on! There's nothing to interpret here. You know, remake James is sad. The hand across his face becomes this gentle, gingerly cheek touch, and I just can't help but think it all feels sanitised. Like the weird, contradicting edges that made it so special have been sanded down to make sure everything makes sensible sense. And it worries me because the key to Silent Hill is that every aspect is, in some respect, up for interpretation. It should mean something different to you than it does me. This scene clearly does. This scene, he's just sad. And that is boring.
I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
Thank you very much for watching this video, especially if you've got this far. I really appreciate it. I've got some other videos on games that should be up on the screen now for you to look at. I really appreciate if you could look at those too. If you like this one, you might like them. And hopefully I do some more of these soon, but no promises because I'm lazy. Bye.